Good morning, everyone. Janie here. Welcome back to my garden and welcome back to another Saturday coffee chat. I hope all of you had a fabulous week. I had a fantastic week, spent most of the time in bed, unfortunately. We had our Proven Winners / Park Winners pop-up event last Saturday, and it was so amazing. I just want to thank everyone who came. It was so nice meeting you. I want to thank all the sponsors, Park Winters, Turkovich Wine, even Proven Winners for supporting us and allowing us to put on such a fantastic event. But as you can probably hear, I had too much fun. I think I talked like, 20 hours straight, and I lost my voice, and then it ended up developing into a pretty bad cold, unfortunately. I think I was just run down because I was trying to get everything done for the event, and it was just my body, like the next day, I just crashed. I did not get up out of bed. I was so tired. So I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank you for all your well wishes. I know Jason left a message and I missed a video this week. I actually missed 2 videos this past week. I didn't get a Sunday garden tour, and then I missed one more of the weekly videos. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm feeling much better and I am very excited to get in the garden today. I'm ready to go as soon as I finish filming this coffee chat. So just a couple announcements before I get into the video questions. And first of all, which you all saw probably from the title, after one of our sponsors for the event was Bootstrap Farmer. And I am really excited about these guys. They sent me a whole bunch of their backyard, backyard gardener set with a humidity dome and all these seed trays. And I actually am gonna plant in them today. As soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna get some seeds started. But they sent out these 6-cell seed starting trays for everybody in the swag bags, right? They're so cute, and it was so nice of them. They are meant to last multiple seasons. And then they also have the air pruning slats, which if you guys don't know about that, that's super important. I'm realizing more and more why that's so important. So basically, as long as you have these slats in this area for air to get to your seedlings, then the roots are gonna be pruned by the air, like literally the roots die off once they hit the air, but that prevents the roots from circling. So these are really great, and I have a ton left over. A ton. I have a whole box here with more left over, and I have a ton already myself, and so there's no way I could use all of these. So I want to do a giveaway, and just as a thank you to all of you for watching my channel, and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to put a Google form in the description. That's how I want to do it from now on, just to avoid scammers, right? I feel like anytime I put giveaway anywhere in the title or the description, it's like immediate scammers come. So what it is go to my description. So if you're watching this video, go down below the title and click more, and that should open up all the information that I've put for this video. It should open it up for you, and you'll see a link to a Google form. And so you click on that link, and then you just put in your name and your information and your mailing address, and I will send them to you, along with maybe another couple surprises from the Dig Plant Water Repeat store. So I have a lot. So there will be a couple winners, and I won't announce them on here or anything like that, but I think I'm going to pick them on Sunday as a thank you to you all who are watching this Saturday video. So make sure you enter that. Thank you to Bootstrap Farmer for sending out so many of your 6-cell trays. They are fantastic. Monty wants to say hello. Good morning. Good morning, bud. The next announcement I have is to remind you all that are somewhat local that there is an event on June 15th at the Greenery in Turlock, California. This is that beautiful garden center I went to, and I met Jay, the owner, and we started talking, and we decided it would be so much fun to have an event. So it's gonna be kind of a summer in the garden event. They're gonna have barbecue, they're gonna have pantry samples. They have a really cool pantry section in their their garden center store, you know, like things that you can use to cook the vegetables that you grow in your garden and barbecue, and it's just so much fun. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about plants, Proven Winners plants that thrive in the heat. We will kind of hang out. We will do a barbecue. It's just going to be really, really fun. It is a free event, but the greenery requests that you register if you are planning on going. So I will put a link to their website down below so that you can register and let them know that you're coming. So I will be there from 10 to 3. Okay, the next announcement I have has to do with a couple questions that I got on some of my videos. Monday's video was just kind of a recap of the beautiful, wonderful event and how much fun I had. I had so much fun putting together that video. I put together that video before I kind of got sick, so I was having so much fun with it. So make sure I'll link that video down below, but I got a couple questions. One of them was from Wendy, and Wendy says, "Looks like a great day. What happens with all the extra plants?" And so we did not totally sell out of the plants, but we sold out of so many plants. We did so good. Fessler Nursery, who grew all the plants, was so very happy, and they're already talking about having another event, which I am very excited about. And so to me, it was a total success. It is exactly what I wanted, and so we should be planning some more events. I don't want to say, I don't want to commit to anything yet, because obviously we're not going to have any more events until next season. But so far it's looking really, really good. So to answer Wendy, what happens with all those extra plants? Well, I took home a ton of them. My mom took home a ton of them. We gave a lot to Park Winners to plant in their gardens. And then the majority of them, Katie and Dago Candelario from Ace Hardware took a lot of them home. They actually purchased them from Fessler Nurseries and took them home. So this is Katie from the event that we did at Gridley Ace Hardware, and she sells Proven Winners plants around here, and she buys from Fessler. So Katie is they are the sweetest people alive. They came, I didn't even know they were coming. She was talking to Courtney about it. I didn't know until about a week before the event, but they volunteered their time and hours. They drove down and they helped with the event the whole time. They were so incredibly helpful. So a huge thank you to Katie and her husband Dago. But since they were there and we had some extra plants and extra beautiful hanging baskets, Katie and Tanner Fessler were talking, and Tanner sold all the extra plants to Katie for a very good price. So as a celebration of that, Katie is having a 25% off sale, all Proven Winners plants, next week. I don't know how long the sale's going for. I will put it on the screen right now. I'll have to text her and ask her. But if you live anywhere near Gridley Ace Hardware, if you live in Sacramento, it's only like an hour drive. It's not too bad, but she's having 25% off all of her plants. And then we are planning to do something fun with the extra ones, like a community project. We haven't decided exactly what we want to do, but we want to do something like that, something where we can plant up some beautiful things. Because a lot of the plants are temperennials. A lot of the plants that are still there, that were left over, will last. So we might as well plant them up at some community garden or something like that. So anyway, Wendy, that is the answer as to what happened with all the extra plants. Okay, next question is from Anne. Anne asks, same video, say about the Park Winners event. Anne says, "Janie, can you come to Texas and do a pop-up? I'm so jealous." And Anne, we're working on it. We're gonna try. I just kind of picked this question because I got a lot of people saying, "Can you come to Southern California? Can you come to Texas? Can you come to Florida? Can you come here? Can you come here?" And we're working on it. I would love to kind of take this on the road and be able to schedule it and be able to kind of set up multiple events, and then give a whole bunch of people access to Proven Winners plants that don't have access because of X, Y, and Z logistics, all that kind of stuff. This is a way, I think, that we can get plants in the hands of the people that really want these specific plants. So I think that we can figure it out. Again, we still have, what do you call it? Like after meeting, post meetings to discuss all the logistics and how it worked and all that kind of stuff with the growers and with Proven Winners and everything. So, and we are working on it. So then the next video, the video after the Park Winners event, well, first of all, I was sick, so I couldn't really film anything this week. So I posted the videos of all the speakers talking. And if you haven't watched that video, I encourage you to watch that video because they're so good. These speakers, Kate David, Michael Glassman, and Robbie from Visit Our Garden, they're just such good, inspiring speakers. And so that was a really, really fun video. And I wish that the filming, I wish I could have done more filming, but of course I was busy kind of hosting the event. But if you haven't checked out that video, check out that video because it's a really, really good one. It's a good one to listen to. Okay, then the next video was Kate, after the next day after the event, Kate came over to my house and she helped me pot up a whole bunch of pots in my front patio, and they turned out beautifully, like so incredible. I'm so happy with them. I can't stop staring at them. Baker0723 asks, love the maple trees, the Japanese maples. Will they do okay without sun? So I got 2 huge, beautiful terracotta pots, and then we got 2 coral bark maple trees to go in them. And normally Japanese maples need like part to full sun, I think. But here where we live, actually, they need more shade. They need significantly more shade. And so that spot gets maybe like 2 hours of morning sun, and then the rest of the day it gets bright and direct light until the afternoon when it gets full shade. So it's actually the perfect spot for them, I think. I think they are going to be happy right there because they're still getting a little bit of sun in the morning, but then they're protected from the rest of the sun for the rest of the day. So there are varieties that can grow in more sun here where we live, but we really have to protect Japanese maples here, just like we kind of have to protect regular hydrangeas. Our sun is just way too strong for that. So most people in my area in Northern California plant Japanese maples in more shade, like not always full shade, but like part shade to full shade. Part shade, I would say. Okay, Tracy asks, Kate did a beautiful job, but girl, your terracotta pots. I love them. Terracotta is my favorite. Mine too, Tracy. Where did you source them? So terracotta is fast becoming one of my favorites. It's so funny. Kate and I were talking about your property kind of speaking to you and you needing to listen to your property and not kind of forcing one design on your property and actually understanding what your property wants. And my property, I mean, it wants terracotta. It just totally wants terracotta, which is really fun. So the 2 big ones I got from my local garden center, Green Acres. They have a whole bunch of them, but I know that you can get them at more places because I've seen them at more places. So they're not, I don't know how to describe them. They're kind of like a softer terracotta. They're not as hardy as the regular terracotta pots that you can get like at a big box store or whatever. They're really, really interesting, and I'm obsessed with them. I love them. I love them. It's so funny. If you watch one of my videos when I went to Green Acres, early on in this year, I saw those pots and I talked about how much I liked them, and I had just kept thinking about them. So finally I splurged and I got those 2 big pots and I love them. I want more. And then I have a whole bunch of little pots with like beautiful decor and all that kind of stuff on them, and those pots are actually from Home Goods, TJ Maxx Home Goods, and they came out early on in the spring. My mom grabbed a whole bunch of them too, and apparently they come out every spring at Home Goods. So next year I'm hoping to find even more of them. They're not the most hardy of pots. Like if you live in an area that freezes, I'm 100% sure those pots would crack. So you have to be very, very careful with them, I think. But they were so cheap, it was like, I don't care. And I think that they are absolutely gorgeous. So Nikki asks, this is not about the video, but she says, or asks, where can I take the hydrangea class you mentioned your friend was teaching? I'm ready to learn. I can't remember which video you mentioned her name. Thanks. So Nikki, you're talking about Hamilton House Designs. She has an Instagram account. She recently launched her website, and on her website, she is soon to be launching a hydrangea class. So it's Hamilton House Inc.com, and she's fabulous. She is a wonderful, wonderful teacher in human and obsessed with hydrangeas. It's really funny. But her hydrangea course is not ready. But I did have her on the podcast, and I asked her a whole bunch of questions about hydrangeas, and she taught me some stuff for sure. So I'll make sure to link that podcast in the description down below. Okay, and then finally, Beautiful Contentment says, love it. Can you remind me what color the door is? So my green doors are Rejuvenation from Behr, B-E-H-R. I'll put the number right down here. And then my black paint, I get asked this a lot, my black paint on my fences and my trim, you can't see any in my shot right now, is Slate from Behr as well. And the slate is a wood stain that I have matched to a paint color whenever I need paint. So if you ever see it paint, it's the Behr slate stain matched. And then finally, the color of my house is White Dove. I'm pretty sure that's from Behr as well. No, I don't know. It's White Dove. I'll put it right here. And those three colors I am obsessed with and I love, and they just fit, and everything seems to match with them, and it just works. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the coffee chat today. I do have one more thing I want to say. I am going to be going to Cultivate this year, and Cultivate is the first week of July, or maybe the second week of July. It's early July, and it's in Columbus, Ohio. And for those of you who live in Columbus, like close to Columbus, like within maybe 30-minute drive of downtown Columbus, if you're willing to have me come and film a garden tour for one of my viewer garden tours on Sunday, I would love that. So if you live in Columbus and you're willing to let me come to your house to film, and you have a garden that you want to show off to everybody, please email me. I would appreciate it, and I would love to see a Columbus, Ohio garden and have it as a tour on the channel. So just a little side note, and I think whenever I go places, I think I'm gonna make little announcements like that, because I'd love to go and to see people's gardens as I kind of go around. I'm going to San Diego next week, just for like a day and a half, to go to Premier Color, which is a grower down in San Diego, and I'm going to a viewer's garden down there, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait. Yeah, so that's kind of something that I really want to do, because I'm just having so much fun with these Sunday garden tours. So if you live in Columbus, Ohio, and you're willing to be on the channel, please contact me. Okay, everyone, so that is going to be it for today's coffee chat. I just want to thank you all for bearing with me while I was sick this past week. I know I still sound super sick. I know I don't sound well, but I feel 100% better, 100% better. There was a point where I could not talk at all, so this is a huge, huge improvement. So make sure you enter the giveaway for these. I'll give a whole bunch of these. I'll send a whole bunch, whatever I can fit in a box, and then again, a couple extra surprises. Maybe I'll have you, when you fill out the Google form, I'll have you fill out your t-shirt size, right? So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.